So this is a informal class. Everybody who wants to say something or have some comments can, please let your voice know. Just to start.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, say something.
Well, it's pretty much my last day here. I fly out in the morning, and I really just want to say how much I really appreciate, everyone here, and those who are out there doing their service. I never thought that this magnitude of community and spiritual awareness could be so potent in a community like this. I've searched, it seems like lifetimes to get here, and I'm very, very happy to be in the company of every single one of you guys, all of you beautiful souls, It's really an honor to be a part of such a mission that our gurus have paved, for us to continue and to align, for further generations, I think it's really a beautiful opportunity, to be here. It's such a gift. You look outside these doors and it's a whole other thing going on, and this is our sacred place. This is our sanctuary, this is where we can all come together and open up as, human beings and be so real, And for what that's worth, I have, I don't know, it really leaves me speechless, how quickly my life has changed just by saying yes a couple times, But with that intention, with the high intention, of coming closer to Bhakti, to truth, to real wealth, wisdom, and just surrendering, piece by piece. It's really all aligned very, very quickly, But this very beautiful temple, could not stand, without any of you, We've all, searched for so long, and we're finally here. We can say we have a strong foundation, very, very strong, that has withstanded so much, And, with each and every passing day, it's only growing more, And that's the only way it's gonna go, It's just getting higher and higher, and more people are coming, So let's continue to hold that space, for people to join us, to come back home, to bring them home, as I am coming back, remembering little by little. what has been forgotten. Yeah, I just really appreciate all of you guys, every single one of you guys. So beautiful. Jai Gurudev.
Yeah.
Anante Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
It's so sweet what you shared. Like, is there anything in particular about this London month that you take away as a source of sort of inspiration? That's like specific to this temple or this community. Because sometimes when you'll see that as you travel around, everyone has their own mood and kind of way of doing things.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know if there was something like a flavor that you found here that you take away as inspiration.
Yeah. Okay. I think I know that the way that Saraswati and Lavanya have been able to hold this place, like I mentioned, as a strong foundation, like, is so inspiring. So inspiring. The way they're able to just move and plan and do it is just so direct, And within both of them, you can completely tell they're in this flow, this beautiful flow that just works through them, And that's very inspiring. And I hope one day I could even come close to what they've been able to accomplish, Like that team, is just amazing. Very amazing. I think with that inspiration, I definitely take a lot. Like I'm walking away, with so much in my heart that, I didn't even think was possible to feel, But yeah, I'm very excited to see different, feel different auras of different temples, and all the people and the way they run. But I feel like, what Saraswati and Lavanya are doing here is very powerful. And like I said, the way that they're on that flow of constant, just helping the temple evolve so much is amazing. And that definitely inspires me to try to come close to that level of wanting to be more as efficient as I can be, throughout my days, what I'm learning, and apply it and, share it. And it's really like that. That's what really inspires me.
And extending your stay, Prabhu.
Huh?
Extending your stay.
Yeah. After I saw how they, were what they were about, I really wanted to just stay and absorb more of that, to be a part of that flow in any way that I could be,
You are now
And-
part of that flow, and we're receiving very sweet things from you. Lovely, beautiful.
Yeah.
You have this consciousness. This is the thing. You recognize it. Why? Because it's in you already. Isn't it?
Yeah,
This
definitely.
is why you already had it. And it's opening. The blossoms are. The lotus is opening with the assistance of these wonderful God sisters, God brothers, who are our treasures, the treasures in our life, they are our main family, and we are deep. Fortune, we can't recognize how strong, how much our fortune is. We can't possibly know the extent of the blessing that we've received from our Gurudev. We're very, very fortunate, very lucky, and very happy to be part of Sri Chaitanya's worship.
Jai.
Yeah, it was a delight to have you here. And we are waiting for you to come back.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, you can't go for long.
I'll be right back.
you know, you filled the spot now. You have to keep that spot full. So you have to come back. Otherwise, no.
They'll chain me here. I'll be chained.
Something missing we cannot have.
Chain me to the sink and have my soap there.
Gurudev said, bound by affection.
Yeah.
Bound by
Yeah,
affection.
Yeah, like not with anything else, like connected, but like just pure, like love and affection.
It is, that's the basis, this
Yeah.
is the love.
Mhm.
Love and affection. Love and
Yeah.
affection. And this is Gurudev.
Yeah.
All, Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada, all. You know. The main is love. For love they are giving. And by the grace we're able to receive a little something and use of what they're giving. And that's a big wonderful thing. And there's so much endless love, endless beauty.
Can I ask Anjali?
On the trail.
Yeah.
Can you just talk a little bit about how we might misunderstand what true love really is?
Sorry?
Can you talk a little bit about how we might understand, like misunderstand true love, what true love really is? You know, so like
How I feel.
well, how can we recognize what's true?
What true love is? Well, it comes from the heart, and then it's reflected through the eyes, and you're giving, you're feeling, and you're giving, and in your how you feel, what you have inside must come out when you're associating with like souls, especially, you know, when everyone is wanting to experience this wonderful love, you know, that comes down the line from our Guru Varg, you know. We didn't know, we know love to a certain extent, but we never knew this type of love, which is coming from the spiritual world, which is coming from the lotus feet of our Guru Varg, Gurudev, and from Lord Krishna, of course, if I may say his holy name, Mahaprabhu. It's just an extraordinary thing, you know. It's hard to put it into words, but once you come in contact through the devotees, through the Vaishnava, actually, that's where you're getting the real essence of what, love, you know, and everything that goes with love, which is humility, tolerance, of course, and giving honor to others. And that's a natural flow when you feel that love that is coming from. Well, where does it come from? This is the thing. Where is it coming? Somehow it's coming down. The special love of the devotees and of, you know, our connection with one another. We need that. This is a very vital branch of our family. I don't know what more I can say, but sustains one. You know, all the time you get sustained. You know, because well, we've been given such a wonderful gift. You know, and we can thrive and survive with it. I don't know. And it's increasing also. It increases, you know. The flow increases, you know, and with our connection, our loving connection with our God sisters and brothers and husbands. Well, my husband he's gone now. But, what more can I say? Someone else can add something. Pandita, you say something. Anybody want to say something? Say something. Chandra, you say something. Say something.
What came to mind, what you said, which was so lovely, is that about Prabhu, like how, you know, he has that appreciation.
Yeah, because
it's there.
Yeah.
It's all around us.
It's
all, the
all
time,
around
but
us.
it's about tuning in.
It is,
That
it is,
mercy,
it is.
Isn't it? And like, you know.
And I think because all the Vaishnava, everyone's so alive in that particular love aspect of love, you know. that it's transferred from one to another, it's always being transferred and felt by our fellow. Isn't it, Didi? When we can talk about to each other, everything you know what everyone is feeling, what everyone is going through, and it's all captured by love, So everything we can manage, we can tolerate, we can something like that. You asked me. I hope I made some sense.
Completely.
Who's going
Anjali
to-
Didi ki jai, Krishna Prabhu ki jai, Saraswati Didi ki
Jai.
jai, Maya Didi, Devidas ki jai.
Sachi Didi ki jai,
Jai.
Pandita and all the Didis whose names I'm not sure of ki jai.
I was also thinking so much, something that what you was asking, Pandita.
How do we get love? And Guru Maharaj says, die to live. Die to live means you surrender your selfishness. Die to live means not the death of the body, but the death of the ego. The ego is the spoiler in all this. Like, we're so used to think in this material world, I want to enjoy, I want to accumulate, I want to have, but to get that divine love, that love what we are hankering for, actually that is the only love, that's the eternal. We want eternal love. We don't want love what is one time there and another time it's not there anymore. And we see that here in the material world, we want love, but everybody is entangled and shackled by their own wants, their own desires, actually. We are all full of desires, all of wants, instead of that we empty ourselves after what Prabhu said so nicely, after millions of lifetimes, we come to that conclusion, now what? What is going to make me happy? And what is going to make me happy, like, consistently? Not that it's one time there, then somebody dies, or it's over, or... No, some happiness, what is eternal. And that can only be gotten by when we say, okay, I believe there is an higher power. There is the Lord, a surveyor over me. I am just very small, and I believe there is an higher power above me. When we come to that conclusion, and we can regulate our life, like we learn from people who are introducing this to us, and we say, okay, I'm ready to hear the truth. I have enough of untruth. I've heard that already millions of lifetimes. I've tried to enjoy myself. Millions of lifetimes I have accumulated wealth and fame and popularity from other people, but I see that's not going to make me really happy. The neurotic tendency in me is not going to go away. So then people become like we are here sitting, we are ready to hear the truth after so much falsehood. And then we hear it is by sacrificing. It's by self-sacrificing you will get happiness. By serving, by loving, you will invite the grace of the Lord, only because you are part of the Lord. So by letting go that ego, that selfishness, you will invite the grace of the Lord. And that is what we need, because we are very small. I heard one time a song, like it was, it went like, I am the center of the universe. How is that possible? I'm the center of the universe. Go, go in an airplane and look down. Then you see how small you are. Or stand on a cliff near the ocean. How small are we? And, so that is all falsehood. That is all a lie. We want to have truth. And the truth is, although we're very, very small and insignificant, but with connection with that Lord who is surveying everything, who is the owner of everything, who is the love personified, by that connection, we get everything. We get so much. Like, we cannot even believe it, how much, even though we are so small, but we are connected with the Lord. I heard one time, Swami Maharaj Prabhupada said, material life, 0. So much money, 0, 0, 0, all 0. It ends to nothing. You have nothing. But if you put that 1 in front of all these zeros, and that 1 is the Lord, you get 100,000, billion, trillion, endless. Then you get everything. But you cannot conceive of now. So I wrote something down from Guru Maharaj and Srila Govinda Maharaj's teachings. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is an ocean of advice, and it is super detailed that is given in the scriptures from India, because it is that sophisticated as a culture, and the person who can perceive through and mine out, like focus on this is the thing that will be a shortcut in your spiritual life. And with Srila Maharaj, out of his own mouth comes the most amazing type of scripture, and he summarizes the entire Bhagavad Gita, which is considered the oldest and most prominent scripture of all India, into one sentence. He summarizes in the Gita, everything is quite all right. I only need to adjust myself. So from all the scriptures, and specifically Bhagavad Gita, everything what is happening is all right. It's a part of my karma. I'm the architect of my own life, of my own lives. So then the gracious hand, the gracious glance of the Lord comes to us in a form of might be a difficulty, but to show us there is exactly what you have to work on. That is exactly what you have to harmonize in yourself. And then he says, adjust with everything. Adjust means practice utmost humility, practice utmost tolerance, give all glory to others, and don't expect anything for yourself. That is proper adjustment and proper harmonize. Then we will be fine, and we will feel it. We will feel that fulfillment in our soul, in our heart. So he says, everything is quite all right. I only need to adjust myself. This is the axiomatic principle that we can spend the rest of our existence with, offering our obeisances to and trying to practice in our real life. How deeply can we take this into our hearts and live from this place every moment? Transformation awaits our lives. Then this adjusting, we get a chance to do that all the time, in every breath almost. The Lord is so kind. The absolute guardian, the owner, he is my friend. By sacrifice, no undesirable thing can enter. Sacrifice of selfishness. This is the lives of people who don't want to lie to themselves anymore, who are ready to hear the truth. Die to live. People become neurotic and unhappy when they content themselves with inadequate or wrong answers to the questions of life. They seek position, marriage, reputation, outward success of money, and remain unhappy and neurotic, Even when they attained what they were seeking, it is because all these things are external sort of infillings of our lives. But the inward feeling is not touched. The inward feeling of fulfillment, and that fulfillment can only happen in contact with the source of fulfillment, the source of happiness, that is the Lord. The fulfillment can only happen to have a connection with that Lord who wants to give us fulfillment. So in that way we will get our wealth in life, our success in life. The seeking is over then, if we got that. We won't require any result, any consequence, only the part of duty, as insignificant as it may be. So the part of duty is that I do my duty, I do that with love, I have remembrance of the Lord, because remembrance of the Lord, Smaranam, that is one part of the process of bhakti, always remembering the Lord. Never forget to the Lord. And so if we can pull ourselves back into that conscious state of awareness, because the mind always wants to wander. Maybe hear so many things, or reading, or we chanting, and then we leave what we are doing, and again the mind is telling you, oh, I don't like it. I like it, actually. This person is telling me this and that, and that person is telling me this and that, and I don't agree. To become like that awareness of the Lord, remembering that all these scriptures, especially Bhagavad Gita, said, you adjust, you stay calm, you be peaceful, you be grateful. Grateful is a very important thing. And you're here, in whatever situation you are, you're here to serve and to love your environment, Guru Maharaj says. Love the environment where you're in. You love it and you serve it. Then no bad things can come in. You give it your all. We won't require any result or any consequence, only the part of duty, as insignificant as it may be. This doesn't matter how small it is. In connection with the Lord, it is so great. I'm going to take bath in the ocean of sacrifice. We don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. So we don't see things as they really are. We see the things as we are. And sacrifice, because we were talking about love, that is the clue to get love, by sacrifice. That love will change your whole environment. Do the things that you really don't want to do, I always say. That what you really don't want to do, you do that. You go over that impediment, that hurdle. You go over. It's only a thought. You just do it. And then it goes away. And then you see the magic, what happens actually. That's sacrifice. Sacrifice is the most powerful thing in the world. Sacrifice. Most powerful ever. All worlds. And we will, if we have some taste of understanding that we say, okay, I don't want to live a lie anymore, I want to live a truth, then sacrifice is the answer. In the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. But the sacrifice, that is the wealth, that is the glory. That is here, because we come from such a contaminated position, here it is a little bit like, oh, I'm a bit tired, or I don't feel like it, or I'm not in the mood. So many excuses, but by sacrificing, by doing that what you don't want to do, actually, everything like snow in the sunshine. It melts away, and you see the magic coming. Only by your love, only by your sacrifice. So sacrifice is the word. It's the word we want to go to. And then it's like we will see so many changes happening. The mundane environment, the mundane lust, has a stranglehold on us, and only Bhagavad Katha can break that stranglehold. Association with devotees alone is the root of devotion. So the devotees they are what you were glorifying, Saraswati and Lavanya Devidasi, so Lavanya Didi, because you get inspired by them doing so much. You get inspired to also do that. Like you see, they sacrifice their life, and they giving us that example. As so many, Devananda also giving so much service, and of course, especially our gurus who have showed us how to lead a life of sacrifice and being so happy. You don't need anything anymore. Then all the things in the material world, nothing. One drop of sacrifice, one drop of connection with the Lord, one sort of feeling of that you think, oh, this is love for God, or this is being free, or this is, people think in the world, you guys, all these rules and regulations that you have to practice, you're not free. What? Are you free? You're so entangled in so many things that you want, what you need, that you really, otherwise you cannot live. And this is the path of, by some discipline we have to have in our life, and then we become free of all these impediments, all these desires in our mind, all these, talking of our senses to us like we want to be gratified. That is the real freedom, to be free of the senses. Understand, this world is a passing show, so it will end. Like, sooner or later, we will not be here anymore. A show of the body. Always remember that Krishna is our supporter. Krishna is our protector for all time. Be humble in time of difficulties and correct yourself, making yourself a good instrument in difficult times. Difficult times is getting us out of the illusion. Difficult times bring us to the lotus feet of the Lord in an humble way. And that is what we need. That is, I'm so inspired. It's millions of lifetimes, millions of reading times of lifetimes reading the books, visiting the holy places, many lifetimes, and to sit in a temple and chant the Hare Krishna mantra. That is the result of that. Because people will not understand so easily. You chant Hare Krishna all the time, Hare Krishna, and then you go in the street and you bang on cartels and drums and you say Hare Krishna, what? That's not very glamorous. We are glamorous. We look how we dress, look how we speak. But Swami Maharaj, he crushed all that ego, he crushed all that falsehood. He said, maybe so sophisticated people in the world who have a high position, also, but it's the same as people in a low position. It's animalism. It is like eating, sleeping, mating, and Depending.
Defending.
Defending.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
fearing.
Fearing, yeah. Somebody attacks me and then you give them full-on feedback. So, so that is our position. If we don't tune into our consciousness is with the soul. The soul is with the Lord. That is what we have to. Otherwise, we live like animal life. And sometimes I see T-shirts that animal. They're even proud of it. What? So topsy-turvy is the world, you know. That is, you know, we are so used to, like, wow, man, that's wicked, or that's bad, that's bad.
I paid a lot of money to get that shirt with animal on it. Paid loads of money for that as well.
Exactly. So far off and so, say, deluded are we, you know, and to wake up to that consciousness and to wake up to that call. Yes, get your connection now. Chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Mahaprabhu came here to rescue us. That is to calm the mind. That is to glorify the Lord. That is the Kali Yuga Dharma. That is the Dharma. No other Dharma than this. Even if you have nothing to do, if you have nothing you can do, and you chant the holy name, that can be if you with purity, with surrender to the Lord, that can be your liberation, and not liberation as in the Mayavadi philosophy, but liberation in the service world, and then do your service life. So that is how, you know, how earnest and an earnest desire, we have to cultivate that in us. Yeah, let's not waste any time anymore. Let's become serious. Everything we do has a purpose, surely. The person who created this gigantic world must have some purpose. It is the tendency to think, I am the creator. People think in the material world, I'm the creator. But that's not true. It's the Lord who is the creator. And this creation is for me to enjoy, to remember and celebrate the fact that this world belongs to God, not us, and we should do our best to serve Him by acting as relief workers, caretakers, instruments. See your environment with love, Gomars. Love your environment. Consciousness and personality cannot be separated from each other. It's also important. Energy is blind. It needs consciousness, guidance where it is to be taken. So, what are we going to do with our energy? You know, how are we going to use it? Because energy is blind. So, what are we going to do with that energy? So, how are we with time?
Ready when you are.
Yeah? Is there any comments, or does anybody wants to say something?
I have this funny story.
Yeah, please let us know.
So it was around maybe the third week I was here.
Yeah.
I was like, I really want, because I'm into painting, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I really want my painting to be of service. And then, like a couple of days later, Ananta Krishna, we need help painting the doors. And I'm like, oh yeah, of course, let's do it. So Devananda and I paint the doors. And then that night, I was a little more specific. I was like, I'd like my artistry skills to be of service. And then a couple of days later, Saraswati mentioned an artist, Jignesh, that we could attend his class.
Yeah.
And then we went. He was just so just so open to receive me and Radharani. We both went to the Sunday class, and just really amazing. So it was really nice people. And I'm working on this painting of Mahaprabhu, and I might not be able to finish it, but definitely on my way back, I'll be able to finish it. I want to set it here in the temple, but I thought that was a really funny story.
First painting, okay, you do first.
Yeah.
The overall sort of painting, and then you can go to more finer.
Yeah, that I was like, okay, we'll do a painting.
And you did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's something that inspired me like quite early on as well, is that we all have our particular characters and interests and skills, and it's so beautiful when everyone finds their thing to contribute towards this whole like center, basically. Like it's really beautiful how devotees get creative with like really sort of channeling their skills for seva.
Yeah.
It's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Very nice. Anybody else?
Did you say you painted a portrait picture of Mahaprabhu?
Yeah.
I did hear it correctly. I just wanted to. I would like to see it.
I'll show you a picture of it. Yeah.
I didn't know you were an artist.
It's not finished, but
He's also an artist.
yeah, he's very good.
He doesn't do much anymore as an artist. He's too busy, but he's very good artist.
When I come back, we'll have to work on something.
He once painted a big full-size picture of Lord Krishna, the one on the back of the spiritual sky packet. Anybody know that?
Yeah.
Full size, like human size. Gave it to a friend of ours who's got a health food shop. And he put it on the back of the toilet door. For ages we said, you can't really have it there, you never to be done. But now we don't know where he is, do we? He's gone from there, isn't he? Yeah, we don't know where it went. Somebody's got it somewhere.
Did Devananda Prabhu paint that picture?
Yeah.
Wow, because he painted so many other beautiful.
He did, yeah.
And Pandita is also an artist. She's also,
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know?
He hides all these things.
I'm just going to add I'm an art teacher as well.
We should all make something. We can make a big mural or something.
If only you knew before you were going, the whole ceilings would be done. It would be like to have a team.
Everyone on like we'll be hanging on strings. Everyone has like their own corner.
Everyone has his own section.
Yeah.
For seva.
Yeah. Very nice. So shall we wrap it up then? And the pujari is ready for the arti. Jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda,
Radha Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda,
Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Jai Jashamati Nandana Brajabaranagara, Gokula Ranjana Kana,
Yashamati Nandana Brajabaranagara, Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Jai Jashamati Nandana Brajabaranagara, Gokula Ranjana Kana,
Yashamati Nandana Brajabaranagara,
Jai.
Haribo. Brought to you by Haribo Beats.
Yeah, we have to let go of that. It's 4.5%. You stay stuck thinking like you are.